You are in control of your day, you are in control of your summer, and you are in control of your life. Let's get it. What up, what up, what up? All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna get straight to the sauce. No shout outs for the day, but guys, we got to focus on our perspective and our mentality. Okay, I heard something that I really like from Austin Mazer. He heard it from someone else. I think he quoted it in one of his Instagram posts. But there's a lot of people who think, what if things don't work out? They think, what if this area is bad? What if this hood is bad? What if I don't sell today? What if negative things? Okay, we need to be, what if good things happen? What if it does work out? What if this hood is amazing? What if I do continue to sell at a high level? What if I turn things around? Be what if good stuff happens, because your perspective, I've talked about this before, turns into your reality. What we think becomes true, no matter what it is. So let's focus on thinking about positive stuff. Let's focus on thinking about things working out. Okay, that is the best way you can always approach anything in life. Okay, and then the other thing is, let's focus on turning negatives into positives. That is one, how you are going to be a good sales rep, is you turn negative things that people say to you into positives. You turn smoke screens into benefits. You turn reasons why they wouldn't buy into reasons why they would buy. Okay, but you also need to be able to learn how to do that for your own life. You need to learn how to say, oh, it's raining today. It could be a bad thing, or that could be a good thing. Okay, decide to make it a good thing and find all the reasons why that would be a good thing. Okay, re-knocking is an amazing thing. Everyone's re-knocking right now, and that is the best thing ever, because seeds have already been planted from earlier in the year when it wasn't as buggy, and now it is buggier, and so now we can go reap the rewards, or we can go have those seeds blossom into trees that we can go sell, that are ready for us to buy from us. Okay, because they already know who we are. They've already been talked to before. Okay, that is a huge benefit. Typically, the best months, most people's PRs are going to be end of July, start of August, or in August in general, because it gets buggier. People have more problems. So when you talk with someone 2 months ago, it is a completely different time and a completely different circumstance than when you talk to them now. Okay, if someone just knocked in your area, a different company, that is a benefit, because they already let people know, and they already get, or they're flyer guys, they're giving them information. Just know that if you do things properly, no one is better trained than you, and you are the best sales rep to ever be in that neighborhood. And then what you have to do, a mentality shift, is realize that, hey, people just barely came, and they already talked to some people. They probably didn't get their pitch out very early, very often, because they were leaving doors early because people are telling them no. So we just have to be a little more persistent. We have to find ways to overcome smoke screens better. And remember, the best way to overcome smoke screens is to resolve it and then use it in your pitch. Turn the negative into a positive in your pitch, and keep acknowledging that so people know you're listening to them, because people matter, and listen to people. Don't just get your pitch out all the time. Okay. Now, another thing that's been on my mind is we have to master the basics. Our intro needs to be dialed. Our service needs to be amazing. We have to lock in our resolve, ace, and closes, because that is where the sale really starts, and that's the most important part of the sales process. But a lot of people struggle really bad with resolve, ace, close, and that's why you're not selling as much as you would like. Okay, so master the basics. And guys, you have to go back. I want everyone from now on, for the next month, I want you guys to go back to your rookie summer, or the start of this summer if you're a rookie, and I want you to go do all of the controllables, everything you did to acquire more skills and to understand more about the sales stuff. I need you to go back and redo all of that again, because we are 2 months in, and guys, this job doesn't change. It's the same exact job it was when you were first learning it, your rookie year, but it was probably better because you were learning consistently and you were focusing on the inputs and the outputs more than just the results. Okay, so we have to be process oriented, not result oriented. Okay, and there's 2 types of days that I want you guys to always remember, and the process is what matters the most out of all of them. But there's days where you're selling, where you're just focusing on selling everyone and anyone that you can. There's other days where you're maybe not selling as much, and they're harder days. You have to focus on talking to as many people as possible. Okay, so those 2 different types of days, and you need to figure out, you always start with the second, that just talk to as many people as you possibly can. That's your main task. Okay, this has been on my mind a ton. I've talked with a lot of you guys about it already, and I'm sorry. This episode, guys, is just going to be my rants. It's going to be kind of all over the place. It doesn't have a specific topic on it. It's just all of my thoughts that I've been having. But what I want you guys to know is no matter how big or small your goal is, no matter where you're at in the summer, no matter how much revenue you have or how little revenue you have, no matter how you're feeling or whatever it is, the only thing that you can ever do is do your best. That's it. No matter what. All you can do is do your very best, okay? And that is the most important thing with everything that you ever do. You have to give it your very best. Don't half-ass anything. You guys need to be all in, fully committed. You guys have made a decision to be here, and now it is up to you to make it the right decision, to make it worth it. That is in your hands. That is your destiny. So make sure that you are doing your very best every single day. Your very best work ethic. You're talking to as many people as you can. Your very best pitch every single time. You're actually in the pitch. You're not just being a robot getting the words out, but you're actually giving it your very best pitch as if the whole team was watching you. Okay? That's your very best. Giving your very best to train and to study and to learn new skills and to make sure you're more knowledgeable. That is up to you to give it your very best in that category as well. And at the end of the day, when everything's all said and done, no matter how bad you want to hit a goal or how bad you want certain results, the only thing you can do is give it your very best. Okay, that's it. I was talking with the rep a few weeks ago, and they're like, oh, well, what do I need to do to hit this? Because I want to know if I need to raise or lower my goal. Well, guess what? It does not matter, because all you can do is your very best. Does it change? Does your effort change on how high your goal is? No, it shouldn't. The only thing you can do is do your very best, regardless of how big or low your goal is. Just do your very, very best every single day. And I believe that pride is really what makes the best sales reps. That kind of sounds weird, because I think a lot of people give like a bad rap for pride, about like people being too prideful and whatnot. And yes, that is a true thing. You have to stay humble enough to be able to learn and to grow and to get input and to be able to take criticism and feedback and all those things. You need to be humble and don't be that kind of prideful. What I'm talking about is I want you to be prideful in the type of person you are. I want you to take pride in who you are and in what people think of you and how you hold yourself, what standards you have. Take pride in that, because that, I believe, is what makes the best sales reps, because they do care. They care about what people think of them. They care about what they think of themselves. They care about their standards. They care about their productions. They care about how they carry themselves. That is a very important thing that you do need to have as a sales rep specifically, and in anyone that's successful. You need to be proud of yourself. You need to take pride in who you are as a person. And now, in middle of July, is the biggest time where you are going to see what type of person you are. You're going to be put to the test. You are going to be knocking doors that have been knocked before. You are going to be doing the same thing you were doing 3 months ago. You're going to be knocking in extreme weather. Maybe it's heat, maybe it's rain, whatever it is. You're going to be challenged, and you are going to find out who you really are as a person. And use this as a time to evaluate who you are. Take that assessment. Take your personal assessment. Who am I? Who is Jake Herman? Who is the person that you are? And if it's not who you want to be, or if your actions aren't aligning with who you think you are, or who you want to be, change it. Be the best version of yourself and actually go take pride in who you are. Someone who's confident and who's proud of themselves, they don't sit in their car. They don't take breaks. They don't not train. They don't not listen to leaders. They don't not do things they're supposed to do. They do all of those things. Take pride in doing every single thing that you can possibly do to help you sell more and to help you succeed more. Take pride in that. And if that's overwhelming and if you feel like there's a lot of things you need to do, then focus on one thing right now. Focus on one thing that you're going to take pride in this week that's going to help you be who you are, and it's going to hold yourself to a higher standard that you can be proud of at the end of the week. Whether that's work ethic, whether that's training, whatever it is, just find something that you want to be proud of, okay? And then make sure that you continually do that. And again, I want to remind you guys, there's 3 things that will help you sell more this summer. And I want to pound this into your guys' head. You guys have to understand this. Number 1 is going to be your work ethic. That is the number one most important thing. Talk to as many people as you possibly can. We always talk about 50, 55 DMs. Don't cap yourself at that. Don't hit 50 or 55 and be like, oh, well, I did my number. I'm good. The more people you talk to, the more opportunity you have to sell, the more sales you will accumulate over the summer. Okay, it's simple, it's easy. Every day, focus on talking to as many people as you possibly can. Okay, that is the number one thing you can control, and that is work ethic in a nutshell. Okay, number two, your sales skills, your training. We say 2 NZ videos a day, and we say read the manual and all that stuff. I think a lot of you guys aren't doing that, but you want to sell more. Don't expect more results if you're not willing to do more. Okay, you have to do these things, and we say 2. But watch as many videos as you can. Watch videos in between doors. Watch videos at lunch. Watch videos in the morning. Watch videos at night. Like, continually level up and train and get better. It's only going to serve you. Okay, it's never going to be a negative thing. Read as much of the manual as possible. Listen to your CROs, take CROs, all those things. Your sales skills matter, okay? Now, the third thing, the most important out of all of them, is your mentality. Make sure you're going through gratitudes every day. Make sure you're turning negatives into positives. Make sure that you are optimistic. Make sure there's no negativity and sarcasm that comes out of your mouth that goes out into the universe, okay? Manifest sales, assume sales, know that you are worth it, and know that this job is worth it, but more importantly, know that what is coming from this is the most important thing, and it's going to always end up in a positive way. Okay, you have to stay optimistic. Things happen for you, they don't happen to you. Okay, those are the 3 things that you need to master, and I need all of you guys to step up in, because sometimes we start here and we keep training. You guys all train in the off season, and then you kept that going for a little bit, and now it's the middle of the summer when you need it the most, and you stop training. And then you get frustrated because you're not getting the results you want to. That is crazy. That is insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Stop it. Level things up. And the other thing that I really love, lastly, I'm going to end on this because this is going a little longer than I wanted to, is it takes what it takes. Gideon talked about this today, and I love it. I talked to this with someone else as well. No matter what your goal is, whatever you want in life, your why, your aspirations, whatever they are, they have a price tag to it. And it's going to take whatever it takes to get there. And if you really want those things, if you really want your goal, hit your goals, or you really want your why, it has a price tag. And it takes what it takes. And it might take doing more than what you're doing right now. If you're not on pace at your goal, it takes more than what you're doing right now. So go do more. Don't expect to do the same exact thing you've been doing and go double your sales or go hit a higher goal or hit higher numbers. If you're doing the same thing, that's crazy. Go up what you're willing to give, go level up, go do more, and then you can start expecting results because you're doing what it takes. But if not, then you're not gonna hit those goals because there's that price tag, and if you're not paying the price, then you will not hit your goals. So be willing to pay the price. Let's step up. We have a huge rest of the week that we need to have because we have been going slow, and I don't want you guys to ruin your summer because of a slow week in the middle of July, because trust me, I've seen it happen before. So if you are slacking, turn it around, take pride in who you are, and let's freaking get it. Let's elevate. Let's be who we are. Okay, we are the best teams in all of the door-to-door industry. Let's start acting like it again, and let's take pride in who we are and what we do. Okay, I freaking love all of you guys. I'm here for you if you need anything. We'll talk to you later. Deuces.